super excited because I just got my envelopes in the mail, and I'm just going to open them and show you guys what they look like. And they came in this super cute bag. They're so cute. Look at these. And then these are the labels that they came with. I'm going to get started putting these labels on, and then we will be able to get to stuffing them. I definitely love all these designs, and hopefully you guys will love them too with the code in my description. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Kate, and if you aren't new here, you probably think this video is a little bit weird. And Brynn did not want to be set down for this, so I'm just going to record this little intro with her in it. But if you guys aren't new here, you probably think this video is a little bit random because be quiet if you want to be in Mama's video. Because I don't normally do budgeting or finance videos, but I'm going to explain in the next clip why I really wanted to make this video. And I wanted to just show my face before you guys just see my hands for the next 15-20 minutes, however long this video ends up being. So here's my face. Don't worry, I painted my fingernails to disguise my long, awkward fingers, but let's get into the video. I just wanted to make this video today because I have been loving watching these cash envelope stuffing videos, and my husband and I have committed to trying it for 3 months. This is going to be our second time trying it. The first time, it didn't quite work out. It really kept me on track. I love doing it, and it helped me to not spend as much. It didn't always go as planned each month, but my husband really did not like doing it because he likes using his card, but I think that makes us spend a lot more money when we use our cards, so we are now switching to just using cash, and we're going to try it out for 3 months, and then we will tell you guys what we think. I'll update you along the way and let you know how it's going. This is inspired by Dave Ramsey's book Financial Peace, and this is a really old copy from my parents that I was reading, so it might look a little bit different now, but it's inspired by this. And it's the cash envelope system where you just cash your paycheck, or as much of your paycheck as you need to stuff your envelopes each pay period, and then you only use the cash out of these envelopes. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, and I will kind of walk you through it when I'm stuffing the envelopes and showing you my budget. But first, let me show you guys these envelopes that I got. I just got them in the mail today. I was waiting to film this video until I got my envelopes, but you're also going to see them in another clip where I'm labeling them. But I got these envelopes and labels from the very generous shop called KATEANDDREW Designs. I just wanted to show you their card. They have an Etsy shop, and she was generous enough to send me these. She also gave me a 20% off discount for any of my followers that would like to purchase these. So I will leave that in the description below, and let me know if you end up ordering them. Make sure you comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear how your journey is going with your cash envelopes, and I'm excited to take you guys along as we start this and see how it works out for us this time. I'm hoping that it will definitely help us save because we've kind of been on a little bit of a spending spree lately. This is also really good if you have any debt that you're trying to knock out, and with that, you're not really going to see in my videos because we don't have any debt. but you can do the debt snowball where as much as you have left over from your checks after you fill your envelopes goes towards your debt snowball. But we don't have that, so we are going to be putting our extra money towards our house. We want to try to pay off our house sooner than our 15-year mortgage, so that's our goal, and that's kind of what is motivating us to do this. So let's get started, and I will show you guys our budget. Here, let me zoom in so that you can see better. Just for the sake of our privacy, I decided not to include like what our mortgage payment is and what all these bills are, just because I don't really want to put out there like how much money we make. It's kind of weird, but I just put down all of our expenses besides the ones over here on the right. But Drew gets paid the 5th of every month and then the 20th of every month, so twice a month. So that's kind of how this is going to work out. I'm planning on making one of these videos every other week when he gets paid. I'm going to just kind of show you my expenses here. So for groceries, we do $500, and then when I'm stuffing them, I will put $250 in. So I'm going to put half of each amount into the envelope, because then the next paycheck, I will put the remaining amount. I'm really bad at figuring out how to save money on groceries, because I cannot get my grocery bill under $100 for the life of me. So if you guys have any tips on that, we like to eat healthy, so we have to buy like fresh produce and more of the expensive items because we like to eat healthy. So I don't really know how to get that lower, but we spend about $120 a week on groceries, and it's just Drew and I and then Brynn's food. So if you guys think that's a little absurd, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you have any tips on how to lower that. And then $250 for gas. Drew does a lot of driving for work. He does get reimbursed for some of his gas, so I just put $250. We're going to see how this works for us this pay period, and then we will make adjustments as needed, because there's no way to know how much you're actually going to spend before you test it out. So we'll see how this works for us this month, or this pay period, and we can always adjust it next pay period. And then gifts, I put $75. We were spending a lot more than that because we had a lot of birthdays and Mother's Day, Father's Day, and a whole bunch of graduation parties, but I think we can keep it down to $75 for the next few months at least. But like I said, we'll have to see how that goes and kind of play it by ear. Car maintenance, I put $30 in, and that's for like oil changes and anything that goes wrong with our car. And we're actually having to replace a part on my car right now, so we might have to have more than that, so I guess we'll see. Diapers and formula, I put $130. Baby clothes, this is a big downfall for me. I spend way too much money on Brynn's clothes, and I ended up labeling that folder just clothes in case we need to buy any other type of clothes for Drew or I, but $20 isn't that much, so we'll see how that goes. Medical, I put $60 because I get adjustments, and I also have to buy some vitamins, so I put that down. And if anything else goes wrong, we can always get more money out of our emergency fund, but for now I just put $60 for that because we never really go to the doctor besides my chiropractor appointments. Entertainment, I put $50. Haircuts, I put $20, and that's just Drew's haircut, and then if he doesn't get a haircut one month, then there will be extra money left over. I only get like 3 haircuts a year, so by the time I need a haircut, I'm sure there will be some money left in that folder. Drew's personal, I put $50, and then my personal, I put $50, and we're used to spending a lot more than that for things that we want. Mine usually goes to Brynn's clothing because I have an addiction with buying baby clothes, but I'm going to see if I can keep that down, and yeah, we'll see how $50 goes for each of us. And then house projects, I put $100 because we have some things that we want to buy around the house right now. And then for our bills from checking, we just have our mortgage payment, car insurance, which is yearly, but we're going to start an envelope with car insurance in it just because we want to have that money there when it comes out next year. And then our phone bill, DTE, consumers, charter, and Spotify. So those are all bills that are coming out of our checking. And then car insurance will be kind of different, but we're not going to use cash envelopes that we're stuffing today for these because they already come out of our checking account. So you won't see those, but we're going to go ahead and stuff these now. Before I stuff my envelopes, I forgot I need to show you guys how I figure out how much cash we need to get from the bank. So I'm going to make my list of what kind of bills I need So that way I can just hand it to the teller and I won't have to spend a bunch of time explaining it to her. Okay, so I wrote down the bills there, and then we'll start at the top. So groceries, I need $500. So I need $250 because I'm just doing half of it. So I'm going to put down 2 $100 bills, and then we'll do 2 20s and 2 5s. Okay, and now I'm done and I have this little list here, so I'll be able to just rip that out and then hand this right to the teller when we go through the drive-through, and then she can get this amount of cash. And I'll actually just total it too. That way she knows exactly how much to hand me. Okay, now I am back from the bank with all my money, and since I went to the bank, I've already got groceries. So I'm going to start with my groceries envelope, and even though my budget says $250 goes in here, I am actually down to $149 because I spent some of that and I got my groceries for the week. So I don't need that many groceries because we are going up north, so I didn't spend as much as I normally do, but I still spent $101. So I'm just going to take my 100 and then get 49. And I'm just going to reorganize that. And then I'm going to just put my money in. And this is the first time testing out one of my envelopes. And it's a perfect fit. So that works great, and I have my money in here now. One quick money saving tip though is that I have limited myself to only going to the grocery store once a week now. And it saves me so much more money because I don't have to just run in quick to grab something and then come out with more than I wanted to. But it really helps me save money just going once a week. Next we have gas, and that one is going to get $125. So I'm just going to use 2 50s and then a 20 and a 5. And I've been debating whether or not I want to keep this money in this envelope or if I want to deposit it into my account and then just use my debit card at the pump because I hate going inside when I have Brynn. But we're going to see how that goes, and I will update you guys next pay period and let you know if I decided to deposit this back and just use my debit card. But I will let you guys know what was better for us and what ended up working. Next we have gifts. And that one is going to get $38. 30. $8. Next we have car maintenance, and that is going to get $15. And I do not have trackers on the back of these, but I am going to put an index card in each one, and I'm going to keep recording when I spend money. I'm going to write how much I started with, and then I'm also going to record on the index card how much I spent each time and the date next to it, so I know where my money goes and I can keep track of that. Next we have baby supplies, which was my diapers and formula, and that's going to get $65. 6 and 5. Next, I have baby clothing, and that is going to get $10. got 10 in baby clothing. And then we have medical, and that is going to get 30. We have entertainment, and this one is going to get 25, and it will be interesting to see how long this lasts us, because we don't really go on that many dates, but when we do, it's not really a $25 date, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have to save up and then go on a date next pay period, or we'll have to pitch in some of our personal money. Then we have haircuts, and even though this one says 20 and I'm only going to do half and half, I'm going to fill this one up with 20 right now, and then it won't get filled next pay period because Drew needs a haircut right now, so we're just going to fill this with 20. And then next we have Drew personal, and that gets 25, but Drew actually spent his personal money already, and I don't have an envelope for Drew's because he's just going to carry his personal in his wallet. He's not really into these floral envelopes, but I'm going to get my 25, and we'll have 20 and 5. And then I will be keeping this one in my purse in case I need it. And this is my absolute favorite one. That's why I picked it for my personal. Isn't that so pretty? And then we have house projects, which is going to get 50 because the monthly budget is 100. So I think that I'm going to put this $10 into my groceries because I'm pretty sure that's what happened, is I thought I spent a little bit more than I did. So I'm going to put this money into my groceries. And I know this is kind of a lot of money to have in our house, but we're going to be keeping it in our safe, except for the ones that we need for me to keep in my purse. So I'm going to keep my personal, my entertainment, and my gas and gifts in my purse, and then the rest we're going to be keeping in a safe. And that's why I didn't want to pull out all this money and do the cash, because I don't want to have that much money in my house, and it's just more convenient for these payments to come right out of the checking. So we decided not to put those in envelopes, but these ones will be going into my purse, and then the rest of them will be staying in our safe. If I continue doing this and it works out for us after the 3 months, I really want to get a wallet that these will fit into, because I don't think they're going to fit in mine, and it would be nice to have these if I make this a habit and continue doing it after 3 months. So these actually do fit into my wallet. I just went and got it so I could test it out. And I need to clean out my wallet, but they all fit very comfortably in here. It's a tiny bit tight, but I can easily pull them out and then just stuff them back in. It's going to be a little bit tight to zip, but I usually keep my wallet open in my purse anyways. And then I can just pull them right out of here. So that's very handy. I just wanted to show these cards that I filled out. I just used index cards, and I wrote on them the amount that we're starting with, and then when you spend something, you just write it down here, and it's just kind of like a tracker, but I did not have a tracker on the back of this or anything, so I'm just going to stick them inside the envelope. And then every time I spend something, I'm going to write the date, and then I'm going to write what I'm left with. So I'll just put this one inside of my groceries, and it fits perfectly. So let's see, fits perfectly in there, and then whenever I need to look at it, I can just pull it right out, and it's going to be right at the front. And then you can see here that I just have one for each envelope. And then like the personal one, I actually added money to that one because I sold some clothes at Plato's Closet. So I was able to add that, and then I just wrote the new total down there. And then I forgot to write sold clothes, so I know what it's from. But I'm going to do that, and then I will just have an updated index card for each one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this envelope stuffing video, and let me know in the comments if you did, because I want to continue to make these each pay period as I stuff my envelopes. But I don't want to make them if you guys are getting bored of them. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy them. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And also, Don't forget that that 20% off link for these envelopes will be in my description box below. And I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.